Last Friday, I guess it would have been about August 28th or 29th was a Teacher Appreciation Day, and apparently it's kind of a big deal. The students tend to take it pretty seriously, and so I actually got some cards. You are loving, you are gentle, you are patient, you are intelligent, you are excellent from one of my classes, P1A. Teacher's Day is coming. Thank you, or thanks for your teaching so much. I can't give them good grammar, can I? I'm working here. We hope we will have a good time in the future. Happy Teacher's Day to you. Not bad. But this is funny, pretty ironic. The class and I both laughed about this. It's a woman or whatever, and inside she's saying something in Chinese. I'm an English teacher, and they can't even get me an English card. I said, well, first of all, I can't read this, so I don't know if it says you're a great teacher or you're a complete fool and we hate this class. Also, it means I'm not teaching you anything if you can't even make me a card that has English on it. But we all laughed about it. They said, apparently this woman is saying, I just hope that everything is good. You are a cool man. You are the best teacher. Well, that's always nice to hear. So once you get your normal passport in the States or whatever country you're from, you also need to send it in or go to an office to get a visitor's visa for while you're in Taiwan. And then in order for you to work, you have to do a two-step process to get your ARC. This is a local visa. And right now I'm at the immigration office waiting to turn it in, and then I'll have to wait a certain number of days to get my ARC, and that allows you to work and get a bank account and stuff like that while in Taiwan. I haven't gotten a full grasp on it yet, but I heard and saw some interesting things, and I thought I would talk about them. I had the idea that Taiwan and China are sexually repressive countries, that especially for like the LGBT community, that there didn't really seem to be a lot of openness or acceptance, and it's true that you're not going to see like a bunch of transvestites walking down the street, but I have heard of people, like, of course, seeing people, and apparently there is a pretty open gay and lesbian community, but I don't know how isolated it is. But interestingly enough, I heard from some other teachers, some people I know, that some of the like 8th and 9th grade boys really just like go nuts over each other. Just like, I mean, not all of them, but some of the boys will just like be making out in class, and teachers have told me if you like put a wig on a boy, they will be like all over him. Like all over his body. Like it's pretty strange, and I did see some stuff, but I'm just wondering how that fits into this culture. It seems more repressive than the United States, but I don't think by very much. I mean, like boys seem to be experimenting or whatever. Or coming out, but I don't think people really talk about it a lot. It's, I guess, where it's at, and so like I don't know. It's understandable, but people don't want to have a conversation about it. It's kind of strange and a little bit oxymoronic. Every drink I've had here has been made on a machine that looks like that. And what it does is it takes a little film of plastic, heats it up around the edges so it just melts right to the cup, and as you can see, nothing escapes there. You would think that it might tear when you insert the straw, but it doesn't. You can stab it anywhere and it's completely fine, and it's spill-proof, it's great, and it's better for the environment. It's pretty cool. I've heard this theory that stray dogs are really friendly because they come from pet stores. Like the pet stores just kind of leave them out, but they like train them to be really, really friendly. So then when some of them become stray dogs, at least they're not like biting and attacking people. So this guy's been following me for about 3 blocks. And maybe he's interested. I would never touch them or pet them. I don't know if they have fleas or mange or whatever, but I'll walk by and sure, why not? If you want to enjoy all the best food that Taiwan has to offer, you cannot really afford to be a picky eater, unless you happen to know Chinese, which I don't at this point. I think it's worth it just to go around and try different stuff. If you don't like it, well then don't get it again. I just bought something that I hated, and so I just ended up throwing it away. But if you point to pictures and you try to ask questions and you try your best to communicate, you can usually end up with something really good. Right now I'm eating this, it's an oyster omelet with peanut sauce and like a milk type of drink that's creamy but also kind of tart. That's just absolutely amazing, both of them. And so I really think it's worth it to get out there and try your best to try different foods and things like that, even though it's really hard and sometimes embarrassing to try to mine stuff or whatever. It's better than sitting around McDonald's eating there every day, which compared to food carts on the street is really expensive anyway. That is the trash truck. It plays its song really, really loudly because it doesn't really stop. It just kind of moves slowly. So you have to just run downstairs with your trash as fast as you can and throw it down there. And if you miss it, then you have to run down the street after it. It comes once every couple days. Kind of a pain in the butt. I hate it. If you can see, there's an advertisement up there that we're just passing. It's another betel nut advertisement, and when you leave the main city and get out into some of the more rural areas, this is Geelong. It's not really rural, but it's not in the main city, and what happens is it's okay for smaller cities to advertise betel nut by having like women sit out with like barely any clothes on in an attempt to bring customers in, which is ridiculous and monotonous because a stimulant sells itself. It's like having a stripper sell you cigarettes. There's just no point. Cigarettes sell themselves, and the same is with betel nut. But you'll only really find that outside of the main cities. There'll be women in like 90s and things like that trying to sell betel nut by wrapping it in the open windows. I should also add, on any of the issues I talk about, whether it's, sexuality or religion or certain festivals, or if I get facts wrong, feel free to, reply and write to me on YouTube and let me know that, some of my information is wrong, or if you just take a completely different approach to it. If you think my opinions, just kind of way out in left field, absolutely let me know, because, this seems to be blossoming into also a kind of dialogue about cultural experience, and so how different cultures relate to one another. So I would love to hear what other teachers in Taiwan have to think, or people in America. Let me know.